Hello, my name is Nina Zhu, and this is my project, my Rails portfolio project. It's called Sync, and it's an application where users get to create events and invite other users. Not only that, but other users get to see events that they have been invited to. So let's start with this is the home page here. So it's really simple, and the top anchor links are the home link, the create account, login, and this will change depending on whether a user is signed in or not, and this is the login with Facebook link. So before I get started on clicking on these links and creating new users and new events, I wanted to go ahead and talk about my models for just a bit. So in order to in order for me to create this application, I created the following models: the user model, the host model, the guest model, the event model, and the event guest model, which is going to be my joint table. So I've assigned the user model that every instance that a user model is created, it gets a host ID and a guest ID. So every event that this user creates, it's going to be associated with a host ID. So should you look for the event's host belongs to host, the host is going to associate itself with the user model. So it'll tell you who the user is. Hindsight for what this application is right now, I could have foregone the host and guest model. I could have just used user as the single model, just to use it synonymously as a host or guest. But in order for this to be a scalable application, it is important to differentiate and for the data to be easily searchable, that using real life relationships would help in the long run. Just knowing that whoever is going to program it will search the data using host and guest. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new user. Let's go ahead and use the name Chase. So I've inputted a few validation checkpoints here on this form. Let me just minimize this screen over here. And on the user model, I input validations for password confirmation, and it's checking whether it's a valid email address. And you are not able to use the same email address or the same username, same name, to register for an account. So if you were to do so, it should stop you from signing up. Also, wherever there's an error, there will be a red outline on the form. Okay, so let's input the correct parameters to create this account. 6 characters I input for password. Okay, there we go. I've successfully created an account. Okay, so since we just created Chase's account, let's go ahead and create new events. So events is nested under the user \ID. That would be Charlie's user ID right there. So let's just do, I don't know, like movie night. Let's just do my place. Let's go ahead and select a date. Let's just put in a description for the heck of it, and let's only invite like Tom and Tara. Alright, so this lets you know that you've successfully created an event, and it will redirect you back to the events show page, and from there you could click on the event to see the event that you just created, and you could go ahead and edit or delete event here, or you could edit and delete event here, so it's like just less clicks for the user. So let's go ahead and edit this event. Let's edit like every possible field. Let's delete this, and you may not uninvite guests once they are invited. So that's something I could just add into as a feature, but for now, like because the models are pretty complicated, I'll like save that for future, like when I wanted to develop this website. But for now, like this would have to do. Also, it's just I'm just thinking in real life, like it's just not good etiquette to uninvite someone. Okay, so as you see, every field has been updated, but there's supposed to be a pop-up message saying you've successfully updated the field. So just like over here in my code, it should say event name was updated. So I must have forgotten this piece of code that helps show the pop-up messages in the edit form. So let's go ahead and do that. Edit, events, edit. Let's put it right above everything else. Let's try that again. Edit. Okay, maybe I should change something. No. Let's take a look. So it definitely got updated, though this piece of code did not work, so I am just going to delete this and make it more simple. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's get rid of this end over here. Still didn't like that. Okay, there's a lot of code that's broken, so. Alright, if, else, and. I don't see what's wrong. So this was the code before, and I've decided to, oh, okay, I got it. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Let me go ahead and clean that up. All right, it should work now. My events, movie night, I want to edit it. Let's update it. Okay. The message is still not showing. Why? Oh, it's not on the edit page. It should be on the, it should redirect you back to, well, I want it redirected back to the show page, so let's go ahead and do that. Save. Let's make that change in the controller, in the show page. No, yeah. Update redirect to user event path. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, great. Message is added. All right. So, great. So it looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and delete it. Great, it's all deleted. Go ahead and create a new event, and let's say I, didn't fill in any of the fields. It should give me an error message and detailing why I was unable to complete an event. It's because, well, host must exist, and in order for a host to exist, the name can't be blank, location, date, all of these cannot be blank, and I should actually change this to date instead of from, so let's go ahead and do that right now. New from to date. Okay. Okay, great. Date. So, all right, now that we got our error messages, let's go ahead and create an event. BYOB. Okay. So let's say we only wanted to invite Tom, Mary, David. So let's log out, go to Tom's profile. And these are all the events that Tom has been invited to. But I think it was like this pizza party, but let's do another one. Let's create an account for, I don't know, Natasha. Right. So Natasha has no events that she created or was invited to just yet. So let's just make this easy. I want to log back into, I think it was Tom, and Tom is going to have this event where, so this is Tom's first event. This is all the parties that he's been invited to, and let's call it, I don't know, balloon party. And anyway, let's say 5th, and he only invited Natasha because I just wanted to like show it as an example where if Natasha were to log in to her account, then she should be invited to Tom's party. Yeah, there we go. I guess the next step up would be like a notification symbol over here. But for now, this works. And okay, last but not least, so here's the home page. Last but not least, let's log in with Facebook. Oh, I've already connected my Facebook login with this user's profile, but let me just go ahead and delete this account. Yes, I want to delete it. Let me go into Facebook and log out of there. And let's go ahead and log in through Facebook again through my website. And it should attach itself to Natasha, I think, maybe. Oh, the next one, the next profile as David. So, yeah, there we go. That's my application, Sync. It's a event planning application, and thank you for watching.